Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Now let's get it. Twork versus Big K. Salute the bags and bodies for the opportunity. You feel me? So Twork goes first, round one. I'm gonna drag you to get my point across. So let's get the ball rolling. He had a whole like computer scheme that was fire. Whip got a senseless killer in it. It caught COVID. Senseless killer. Crazy. Somebody better grab Jersey, call Holden, and then Arsenal pop out of nowhere in a ref jersey and blowing the whistle. That's crazy. This what happens when you bring the golden retriever to the chocolate lab. Willy Wonka, golden retriever, chocolate lab, crazy. I'm about to send the dog to his new home in the arms of the angels. Slide down the block like a doctor scale. You know, when you go to see the doctor, they slide the block. They're crazy. I said doctor scale. He finna find out my patience is thin. Long story short, September 11th. I say September 11th, and everybody start jumping out the window. That was crazy. That was super crazy. Pull up playing bluegrass like Boise State. Crazy. Pop head and shoulders. Coy Leray. Y'all know Benzino. Yeah. Nah, that was crazy. Out with the old, in with the new, like an oil change. Putting synthetic in a funnel like an oil change. I put a bounty on his dipstick like an oil change. Yo, you wouldn't have been able to take the cap off it if I ain't live up my hood first, like an oil change. I love when he does that sequence. Super fire. Super fire. Like Tay Rock Chain, funny seeing you here. Like Rock should have told that jeweler, you got my league fucked up. They stopped shedding light on the blue room, like, hey, Arnold. And then you went and made Gerald your best friend. Crazy. I could go sleep next to a bad bitch like Jay-Z and Beyonce, knowing that blue room is levels beneath me. Crazy. That first was just unstoppable. Ridiculous, actually. Big K goes round one. They gave you 100 shots. You were handed a machine gun. Last battle, you were standing next to Rock. This battle, you were standing underneath one. You should see me with a knife. I'm a slow poke. You and this bitch rapping like the Black Joe Nye. I thought that was funny. They're going to be picking 7.62s out of lineup at the police station, sleeping out at Beasley House on your best of friends stuff. I took the elevator, but y'all got pressed and clicked up. I refused the contract just so you wouldn't have to. I hope you make enough money to buy the fake chain of your dreams. Crazy. I got boxes for every rapper like Ethica. Crazy. Talking about he taking bets. He need to take his medication. Taking shots at Anwar. Crazy. Tell that boy from the Goonies he'll lose a chunk of his shit. Big K was dope in the first. Like, it wasn't a whack first. You know what I'm saying? But Twork was just too much. I had Twork first clear. So now I go to round two. Twork goes again. You damn right I'm a cheerleader. Look how quick I could tell my team to give me a K. Gats, Pillin, Mac, Miller, White, not going to get that 30 sack of work. White going to get that 30 sack of work and die. Crazy. Nasty business. The dog strikes again. Y'all know we don't disrespect the dead. That's a crazy bar. The dog strikes again. Let's see if he can strike when the iron is hot. That'll leave a mark. We cattle Brandon. Get the chair hitting one of these crackers. Alabama. One click. Shut the dog up. Adam Sandler. I hear your heart pumping on the low. Danny Myers. Yo, nah, we don't get into people's personal business, but that was a crazy bar. That's just a little hole in her head. Aunt Jemima. One for the money, two for the show. It's a stunt double. I love that bar. One for the money, two for the show. Crazy. I could point at your son and aunt like a magnifying glass. Now, are you seeing Ray get through? Y'all know Twork first name is Ray, so it's crazy. Now you can hold me to my word like a magnifying glass. That's why I increased the pay-per-view. Like a magnifying glass, I get this close up to one of my pupils and realize they make K look bigger than he really is. Just a crazy sequence. You can't just leave a dog sitting in the car. You got to crack the window. Lil K wanted to be Big K and capitalize, so he got somebody to hold his shift down. Crazy. I never missed none of my homies' funerals. I never missed none of my enemies either. Crazy. First nigga I shot closed his eyes and hit something. The fucking ground. That was tough. Probably barred the whole battle, like the way he flipped Big K's bar. Crazy. He bought the building down next to Ross. He bought the building next to Ross like TJ Maxx, but they didn't know they had the marshals down the street. Words that never hurt me, and then I had to get his name tatted on me. Crazy. She couldn't explain the sun activity like climate change. I wouldn't even get started with my father, Bronny James. Twork is just on 1,000. Like, he's just barring up every line for real. You know what I'm saying? So K goes again, round two. Talking about you will pay now, the hospital bill, making an imitation of Twerk was kind of funny. The stick take a bitch out the mix, the clean version. I came to kill Ray, revenge for Steve Irwin. Crazy. They don't know what's coming next, like a playlist on toggle. You have an alcohol problem that gets babied and coddled. It hurts how they burped Twerk and gave him a bottle. The llama to Jerusalem. I came with apostles. That whole flow segment was crazy. You took all the shortcuts till you got in a wreck. Nasty. Why don't you grow the fuck up and smoke some weed? Mad funny. The accent was years ago. You still on crutches? God damn. The surgeon literally put a piece of metal up in your face. Ain't it enough on your plate? Oh my God. With a hidden agenda and breaking the fender, that whole setup was crazy. As soon as he break down the pills, we're going to clear a 10 piece, Claritin. Crazy. I put that on everything like garlic and onion. Big K had a fire second, but I still got Twerk clear in the second. But K was dope. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know why the crowd wasn't rocking with him. I thought K was dope. He had some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Then Twerk goes round three. You could take that 30 sack of work and shove it up your ass. The whole setup to that was crazy. You're cruising for a bruising like the Titanic. Okay, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Monica Lewinsky, this bitch gonna go down in history. Y'all keep thinking the state fair, they try to paint me as an animal. I give them the cue and they come out of nowhere like pop quizzes, screwdrivers for 100, lot lizards. Oh my God, that is insane. For those of y'all that don't know what a lot lizard is, truckers when they're on the road, there's women who enterprise and offer their sexual services for a cost, and they're called lot lizards because they be in a parking lot lurking like a, I guess like a lizard. I don't know, but that's what they're called. So that screwdrivers for 100, like lot lizards, is just crazy. I could have popped K like Bruce Jenner, but I'm far from the man I used to be. That is, I'm not explaining that. That's insane. I seen him do a whole Chinese takeout and some beef and broccolis. That's what we used to call like the. I'm not explaining that. You're about to see a motion picture, Hogwarts. They call this nigga the dog because he's gonna walk in with all fours. The 4-bar setup's crazy. And then Twerk cuts his around short. He said he had 12 more, but he just let it was overkill. So thank you for doing that. Then Big K goes, you repping Israel in the middle of genocide. That's like me saying straight out of Berlin when the Holocaust happened. I thought this was a dope angle approach. It just might have worked better in a small room or a different setting because they was not trying to hear nothing he was saying. And then, of course, the Blood of Christ bar, your next project, the concentration camp. Out of line. Now you ain't going nowhere. It's a dead end job. I'm selling dope out of hoopty. You can hear the carbonator wine. I thought that was crazy. I get paid by what they buy, like an auctioneer. Still an A side on the two biggest cars of the year. You're currently occupying a spot you don't deserve. I want to quit and buy a brick. That's my only white hustle. Yo, I had Twerk all three. All three. The one around that Big K got, but Big K was dope. I still don't understand why the crowd wasn't rocking with Big K. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, but I had Twerk with the Dirty 30. And as the person that sponsored on the Twerk side, I was extremely happy. This was a fantastic one of Twerk's top performances in the recent times. Big salute to New Jersey Twerk. Big salute to Bags and Bodies. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of battles up there for Twerk. You know, Twerk. Let's go to the sponsors cut. Okay, so Twerk, Gentleman's 30. You could also say Body Bag if you wanted to. But you know, Twerk's got a lot of battles. I want to see Twerk versus Foots, Twerk versus Dice. I want to see Twerk versus Shuni. I want to see Twerk versus Hustle for 3 rounds. I want to see Twerk versus Fonz. I want to see Twerk versus Av. I want to see Twerk versus Averb. Like Twerk has so many battles out there. It's actually ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I do hope we get a resurgence of Twerk. He did great versus Rum Nitty in their rematch. So big salute to New Jersey Twerk, man. This is one of your best performances in recent times, and I'm honored to even be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to you. I pray you get through everything you're going through, but I'm super proud of this one right here. Great collaboration. Got my money's worth. This goes down in history books as one of Twerk's greatest performances. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? So top 10, what y'all think? Put it in the comments. Top 10 Twerk performance? Am I bugging? I feel like it's a top 10. Top 15? Y'all let me know, man. Maybe I'm bugging, but salute to Twerk for appreciate the opportunity. Salute to Anwar for putting it together. Salute to Bags and Bodies for you know what I'm saying, for having the battle. And y'all go watch that if you haven't already. Twerk versus Big K. Twerk was phenomenal. And salute to Big K for taking the battle. He was champion of the year at the time, so salute to him. There's a risky battle to take, and he took it. And you know things ain't going in his favor, but he got through his rounds. Got to salute that. I still don't know why the crowd ain't rock with him like that, but Twork was bombing, man. Twork got through whatever was going on with that crowd. Twork got through it effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? So, congrats to Twork, man. It's a body bag. Um, y'all know what it is, man. We the fans is for the culture. It's not much else I can say. Salute to Twork. I'm out of here.